Okay students, in our previous video we have discussed about the superconductivity phenomena and the critical temperature. Let us see the properties of superconducting material. Properties of superconducting materials. The first and very important property is nothing but zero electrical resistivity. The superconducting materials, when held at a temperature lesser to critical temperature, behave as superconducting such that their electrical resistivity goes to zero. Once we say the electrical resistivity of any material is zero, that means that there is no loss of electrical energy in the material. Hence, it undergoes a superconducting state. So, this is a very important property of a superconducting material. Second is about its critical temperature. The critical temperature is the temperature at which the material starts behaving as a superconducting one. We denote this critical temperature as Tc. Different materials will have different critical temperatures. Let's go to the third property, which is a very important property and which makes the most of the applications of a superconducting materials. This is nothing but the persistent current. This, to understand what is this persistent current, let us take a superconducting ring. Let's say this is a superconducting ring which is made of superconducting material. Now we want to pass the current through this ring. For this, what we do is we apply the magnetic field around this superconducting ring. This superconducting ring is being kept in a magnetic field. Let's say this is a H external. This material is capable of behaving as superconducting and as well as normal. If I hold this material at a temperature less than critical temperature, it starts behaving as a superconducting one. So now the state of this material is superconducting since its temperature is less than critical temperature, and we have applied an external magnetic field to this ring. We know that any magnetic field produces or induces current in a conducting material. So due to this external magnetic field, an electric current starts flowing inside the conducting material. This electric field is due to the H external. In the second case, what we will do is the same ring is held at the same temperature, that is less than critical field. Now we will switch off this H external field to 0. When you switch off the H external field, one expects that when the external magnetic field is 0, current also should come to 0. Yes, it is the case in all the normal materials. What happens in normal material is when you switch off this H external, the current goes on decreasing due to the resistance, and it decreases as it passes through this conducting material. Due to resistance, I goes on decreasing, and at one particular instant of time I becomes 0. Now this is a special case where we have considered superconducting material which is held at less than critical temperature. The current, though the external magnetic field is reduced to 0, the current keeps on flowing in this closed loop. There is no resistance in this picture since its resistance or the resistivity are 0 at this condition. So this current has no way to reduce its value immediately to the zero. So this current remains for much longer time. Hence we call it as persistent current. Experiments show that this current can remain up till 10 raised to 4 years. So once the current is flowing inside this material, it produces again a magnetic field around it which can act as a magnet. So this is the superconducting magnet. Due to the property of persistent current, the superconducting materials can act as superconducting magnets. So this is the third important property of the superconducting material. Let's go to the fourth one, that is critical magnetic field. This is one more important property in case of superconducting material. Let us understand what is this critical magnetic field. Now let's take same ring which is superconducting in nature. Let us hold this ring at a temperature lesser to critical temperature. When you keep this to lesser to the critical temperature, it is in the superconducting state. Once you increase the temperature of this more than Tc, it turns into the normal material. It is just the phase transition. Okay, now the ring is held at less than critical temperature, hence it is superconducting in nature. We will apply the magnetic field to this superconducting ring. So when we apply the magnetic field, current flows through this, that all of us we know. Now this is the H external. What if this external magnetic field is increased? What happens to its superconducting state? Superconducting state, what is going to happen if we keep on increasing the H external? So when you keep on increasing this H external field or the magnetic field, you reach a level up till which the material will behave as superconducting. After or beyond that value, the material turns into the normal material. So that value is corresponding to critical magnetic field. There is a limit for the magnetic field also, so that material will be superconducting below to that and it is normal material above to that. So you can increase your external magnetic field only up till certain value which is known as critical magnetic field. Material behaves superconducting below Tc, also material will behave superconducting only below the critical magnetic field. Both are very important to us. Any one of these, if they increase beyond the limit, material will be no more superconducting, it will turn into the normal material. Now this can be plotted on a graph where we are going to take temperature along the x-axis, also the external magnetic field on the y-axis. So this is the magnetic field, this is the temperature. If this is the Tc, below which the material is superconducting, beyond which it will be a normal material. So this is the Hc, that is the critical magnetic field, below which it is superconducting, above which it will be normal material. So if I join these 2 points, I am going to get the area under this curve, which indicates the material will be superconducting only in this shaded part. So this is superconducting state. Beyond this, it is going to become a normal material. So in case of the superconductors, 2 things are very important. One is the critical magnetic field and another one is if the superconducting material is kept in any magnetic field, we should take care of the magnetic field till only the critical magnetic field. Okay, if I consider one more value of the temperature here corresponding to one more value of Hc here, this is also corresponding to the superconducting state. Similarly, you can take one more here. This is Tc1, this is Tc2. Here also we can take Hc1, Hc2. These are the corresponding values for the temperature and the magnetic field. Taking into the account of this, one should understand Tc is the maximum value of the temperature till which the material is superconducting. Hc is the maximum value of the magnetic field till which it is a superconducting state. These are the values of the Hc1 corresponding to Tc1, Hc2 corresponding to Tc2. So these are particular magnetic fields for the particular temperatures. This can be written in the form of an equation such that H of C at the value temperature, that is critical temperature, and this is Hc of 0 into 1 minus into bracket T minus Tc raised to square. This completes. So what we understand here, so this is your temperature, this is your Hc, this is your critical temperature Tc, and this is Hc of 0. So Tc and Hc of 0 go together. This is the corresponding value for critical temperature and critical magnetic field. If I consider any value of T here which corresponds to the Hc as a function of temperature. So what I understand here, Hc of 0 corresponds to the temperature at critical temperature. Hc of T or the magnetic field of T corresponds to the temperature of the material which is lesser to this. Also, this value of magnetic field will be lesser to this. So this equation is very important equation to analyze the superconducting behavior of a superconducting material when it is considered at different magnetic fields and different critical temperatures. So we can see the numericals on this particular equation. Let's solve one or two numericals onto this. Let me take the first one. The transition temperature of lead is 7.2 Kelvin. However, at 5 Kelvin, it loses superconductivity at magnetic field 3.3 into 10 raised to 4 ampere per meter. Find the maximum value of external magnetic field which will allow the metal to retain its superconductivity at 0 Kelvin. Okay. Solution for this can be seen in easy steps. Let us write down the given things in the problem. The transition temperature of lead is 7.2 K. Transition temperature is nothing but the critical temperature. So what is given to us? The critical temperature is 7.2 Kelvin. However, at 5K, it loses the superconductivity at magnetic field 3.3 into 10 raised to 4 ampere per meter. At temperature T, one more temperature is given to us, which is nothing but the 5 Kelvin. and it loses its superconductivity. So the corresponding magnetic field for this will be Hc of T is equal to 3.3 into 10 raised to 4 ampere per meter. We need to find the maximum value of the external field. This is the maximum value of the external field which corresponds to critical temperature. So we need to find out Hc of 0 in this case. So this is the formula what we are going to use. Let us write Hc of T is equal to Hc of 0 into bracket 1 minus T upon Tc the whole square. We need to rewrite this equation for our unknown value of Thc equals to 0. Let us keep this term here and send other terms to the other side. So it is Hc of 0 is equal to Hc of T upon into bracket 1 minus T upon Tc the whole square inside the bracket. Let us substitute the value now. The value of Hc is given, it is 3.3 into 10 raised to 4 divided by into bracket 1 minus T is 5 Kelvin. I'll write it as 5 divided by this is 7.2 and it is the whole square. Complete the bracket. When you simplify this, this is 3.3 into 10 raised to 4 divided by 1 minus this is 25, this is 51.28. Below here you have to take the LCM. So this is 3.3 into 10 raised to 4. So when you multiply this with the LCM, this is 51.28 minus 25. You're going to get the denominator as 51.8 here. When I take it above, it will be multiplied by 51.28. So our answer for this problem will be 6.37 into 10 raised to 4 ampere per meter. So this is the maximum magnetic field up till which we can hold the lead material as a superconducting material when applied with the external field. This is how to use the formula. So this formula can be used to find anything. If 3 unknowns are given to you, the fourth one you can easily find. So in the first type what we did, we could find the Hc of 0. Similarly, if this is given and this is given, you can find out the value of Hc at T. Even you can find out the critical temperature of the material. You can find out the temperature at which the material is going to be converted into the normal material when these other 3 values are given to you. Let's look into one more problem.